I said, boom. I said, boom. This a nigga unfed, man. This the nigga cheap cut the coat. Hashtag Nazca plate. Yeah, Peruvian plate. Need that back. This the nigga North Pole. Melanated rock. AKA sun disc on the ground. This the nigga show you life. In real life. Real life mean reality. Real life mean reality, man. Nah. These people got a nerve to tell you that cultures overlap each other, but they have no linguistic ties. You gotta be still out of space with these hoes. You gotta be still out of space with these hoes. For someone to tell you you don't speak the language that your mother speaks. Y'all have no linguistic ties, and you came straight up out of one. You gotta be part of the New World Order. See? Make it make sense. If the cultures overlap each other, you mean to tell me no words was passed down mouth to ear? But these people in the North can say they've been traditionally talking mouth to ear before they even know how to speak. And people can say, well, it was oral traditions and it was passed down mouth to ear. You mean to tell me the Yuchi tribe, the Yuchi, ain't leave no linguistics for none of their bloodlines? Man, y'all gotta tighten up by this bitch. Y'all gotta tighten up by this bitch, bro. How can these people tell you that their language is isolated? They just showing you the cutoff point. Them Yuchi must be some hell of a motherfuckers. They must be some hell of a niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't see the hijack. Just like they told Akhenaten and all Hepsetsu shit down because it had something to do with nature. Can't worship unnatural shit, man. Forward, ain't no folks talking about, bro. Come all the way back. You gotta come all the way back to reality, bro. Look at this swastika on top of this mother. Look at this swastika, the Yuchi culture type shit. This swastika. I'm already knowing, I already studied. Shout out to we know the truth now, man. They're dropping science and facts on you niggas, bro. They're dropping science and facts on you niggas. The Yuchi tribe is gonna be what we call Gullah Geechee. Closest thing to a Yuchi, Gullah Geechee. That Gee's name is the end of both of you got Geechee. I told you I'm gonna give me a swastika. As soon as I give me a piece of chain, and got it. I'm gonna give me a motherfucking swastika to go with this 6 on my name. Cause they're the mound builder symbol. They're another artifact that show that there's awesome. Aryan nations and all this dumbass shit, bro. If the Yuchi tribe is the oldest tribe in the Americas, and we have found that the Americas was here and established and running civilizations that's older than Egypt, Samaria, and all the shit that the mainstream pushed. So these got to be the oldest people on earth that's known in the world today, these Yuchi people. And they're gonna disconnect you from them too. But your culture overlaps. What you mean the culture? That's how I caught them motherfuckers over there on that 9 straight. That's how I caught them Japs, because it overlapped. And they try to freak them out with the overlaps. I mean, oh, that's contact. If you overlap something, that's contact. So if their culture is overlapping down in the southeastern part of the United States, in the Mississippi culture, they overlap, but they don't have none of the words from these people. This is where the Hebrew language came from, these people. Niggas ain't building no miles together and ain't talking, bro. Niggas ain't building no miles together and ain't talking, bro. They gotta be able to, shit, they gotta be able to talk to each other and communicate. This shit crazy. These are older folks on earth, bro. And as soon as they get to the east, they gon' imaginary cards y'all is. They gonna go to playing with that sun. Everything. They go to my goddamn Alabama black. And they touch loose with black. Chucking on spears, diving off the cliff. Trading with these folks. They got the same spirit technology as the Atlanteans. The so-called Atlanteans, they wanted to be a myth now. If they name one Atlantean, what their name was? Melanated niggas from America, that's their name. Melanated niggas from the West. Melanated niggas from the West, that's their name, brother. Yeah, that's their name. Melanated niggas from the West. These they tools. So these people is known to be real people. Look, the culture overlap between the Yuchi and the broader Mississippian. It means later on, but it overlaps. All y'all motherfuckers came and overlapped and sat on top of our heads. We gotta dig do all our shit to get to our earth works and find out who we really are. After all these years. Y'all still wanna tell the truth in the mainstream. Gonna keep teaching our babies this shit. So they'll never get back. So they be old and washed up before they go to figuring this shit out. So all the fight be about their ass. Gotta teach these babies, man, what's going on with these folks, bro. And what kind of system they're part of, this new world order. How can you discover a new world where inhabitants already, but that's common sense, we already know it was already here. And now we understand we didn't come from Africa. So we ain't trusting none of them. We ain't trusting them but the truth and the sun. We ain't deifying nobody, not even the chiefs. Not even the ancient chiefs, I ain't deifying none of them, bro. I ain't looking up to no man, bro. I'm looking up to that sun. I'm gonna look up at God, I ain't gonna bow my head and look it down and where the devil supposed to be. I mean, ain't no underworld under there. I told you what the underworld is. That's the path of the sun. The underworld is the path of the sun. All you gotta do is track and stay with life. It's gonna tell you everything you need to know about what these people have done, bro. Especially when you go to staring and looking at it and stop being scared. You know what I'm talking about? I see them energy rings. I see them life rings. I see eye to eye. I see it face to face. I see the melanated disc inside that sun that was called the Heavenly Father by the ancients. Then we dealing with the ancient of the ancient of the ancient of the ancient. And I don't care how far you go back, they're gonna be talking about the sun. And they're gonna add a little myth in their shit too. But the difference is the respect for life and the disrespect for life. See, once you disrespect that sun, you got to go. You got to come up off that. You got to come up off of disrespecting God, bro. You got to come up off of disrespecting God, bro. The cultural overlap between Yuchi and the broader Mississippian Mountain River culture is visible in shared cosmological symbols, earthworks, layouts, and geometrical, artistic traditions. So they taking on the traditions of their ancestors. And they ain't got none of their tongue in them. They ain't taught them nothing mouth to ear, wasn't nothing passed down. Niggas over here in the West just that stupid. But you got some motherfuckers that couldn't talk, that we gave language to and alphabets to, that said they've been talking for thousands and thousands of years and ain't got an alphabet or nothing. They been passing down oral traditions mouth to ear like a motherfucker. But you tell me the Yuchi tribe ain't passed down shit to they niggas? Nigga. Bitch, we ain't gone. Bitch, I ain't. I'm ending up by my motherfucking self. I'm gonna get this shit off my chest every time I want to, man. I'm gonna get this shit off my chest every time I want to, man. The cultural overlap between Yuchi and Bloodline. Okay, it's an overlap, so they had to have contact. Nigga, you mean they tell me they ain't speak to each other? You mean to tell me I got a mama that ain't that taught me how to talk, then all of a sudden we ain't got no motherfucking linguistic ties, bro. Y'all go for it though. Cause y'all new world is spinning on globes with these hoes. You gotta get all this shit back. Anything a Greek gave, you gotta give back. Anything a Greek gave, you gotta give back. That's straight up real talk. Oh, there's some of the overlapping. You don't know whether this came from the Mississippian or the Yuchi. It's what you mean. I'm trying to see what you're talking about. The term Gullah Wars is a historic framework used to describe century-long series of armed resistance. Actions fought by Gullah Geechees. Gullah Geechees ancestors and black Seminoles to secure and protect their freedom from slavery. Spanning from roughly 1739 to 1558. This respective recontextualized conflict traditionally known as the Eurocentric history of the Stone Rebellion and the Seminole Wars. You feel what I'm saying? So this how they gonna try to tie and go with Gullah. And they also got some nigga talking about a mosquito diseases being brought to a motherfucker. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? This supposed to be our ties to Africa. A mosquito bring disease over on. We already know these bitches bring all the diseases over here. Smallpox and all that shit. Vaccine, my nigga, and all that bullshit. You feel? You feel? How the fuck you gonna tie a culture together by some of the disease from a fucking mosquito and tie the Yuchi to Africa and say these the same people? Cause a mosquito travel way from over there to over here. Man, what the fuck they really be telling us with this history shit? With their story, this history shit they be talking about. Not nothing. Now be talking about that way you can't listen to them. You gotta go ahead and decipher this shit for yourself, bro. Ain't no way in the fuck my mama birthed me and then I don't understand what the fuck my great-great-grandma saying. We ain't got no linguistic ties. This just like the cultural convergence shit I showed y'all, man. See what I'm saying? That don't make no motherfucking sense. I just went and looked at the Gullah Wars, you know what I'm saying? I just looked at the gold. I just looked that shit up. And then when I started hitting it with the swastika, I wanted to ask him about that stunt. That swastika, right? You are actually correct. So I told y'all, look, going back to, I already know that sun. That goddamn swastika represent 360 degrees of fucking circle and it represent that sun, bro. I already know that shit. All that shit gonna go back to the sun every time. Every time I tell y'all this, I'm telling you, you are actually correct. The sun is one of the most common and foundational meanings associated with this symbol across the ancient indigenous cultures. What? I'm exactly what? I already know. I ain't got bitch. I already know. I'm gonna come right in there and make your bitch ass tell me just what I want you to tell me. Oh, yeah, nigga, I don't give a fuck what AI machine you got on you. I'm gonna trick your ass into saying right what I need you to say, bitch. Cause that's the source of all this one nigga. We ain't looking up the damn nigga. We ain't looking up the now. Don't need no nigga looking up the me and I ain't finna look up the now nigga. We gonna ride this shit together. We gonna goddamn do this shit in unison, nigga. We gonna break the yoke, break the chain, nigga. We gonna have even yokes and even links in this chain. We gonna tug this whole together, nigga. We ain't gonna tug at all, bitch. This how I work. We gonna pull this shit together. We gonna put it at all, bitch. Go your way, I go mine, bitch. Like Abraham and Lot, bitch. You go that way. I'm go this way. We uneven yoke. I'm too strong for you. You too weak. You ain't rolling hard enough, nigga. I'm tired of carrying your weight, bitch.
I ain't finna boss you around. I ain't finna be your boss. Bitch, you go whatever you got there and maintain on your own speed, your own strength, and maintain the live, nigga, up under this sun, nigga. That God, don't praise me. I ain't finna get the energy from the sun and get illuminated and then want to politically and government tell motherfucker what to do. I can sit on my ass and live off them. But that's what the fuck going on in the world, bro. Nigga go to goddamn looking for somebody to look up to it and boss my mind and shit. That's why I love that Anita Baker. I mean, that Whitney Houston song, The Greatest Love of All. Niggas need someone to look up to. They done made you need to look up to a nigga. Need to look up to a white man that feeds you, give you a job, all this shit. Make you have to look up to him. Looking up to these bitches. Look up to no man. I don't give a fuck what deity you put in front. I ain't looking up to no man. Cause the sun, all this shit they be talking about the sun, all that by itself. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the rebirth, the resurrection, all that shit in one. By its motherfucking self. And you part of it all, and you goddamn got tricked out of your motherfucking ancient knowledge. The only thing different between your ancient knowledge and what the fuck they did, they still trying to goddamn get the power of the sun and be up over a chiefdom and all that shit. This ain't no chief, nigga. You gonna get your ass down here and goddamn work just like the rest of us working, hoe. One chief. Monotheism, as I got not, Ati. That's why his shit gone. Cause I said, man, ain't no deal on the sun, nigga, that's it. So I cannot told him, nigga, man, the sun, nigga, that's it right there, man. Monotheism, the one, yeah, that's the supreme deity right there, the sun, that's it. That's it, that's all. Nigga, I ain't got time to be going through all these theories and all these motherfucking ego trips and niggas trying to act like they know some shit. Bitch, you don't know shit. All us getting our information right there in that sun, nigga. And everybody tracking the same thing, life and life. Trying to track, that's how they learned everything they learned. Tracking their goddamn path of the sun. They following the light. They tracking life. That's how they learned all the shit they learned. Then here come all these milk about the goddamn sun being goddamn lit up.
Oh, that's a third paper?
Sick. All these mythological shit you see goddamn the sun then heat somebody it's not the truth. Talk to goddamn we know the truth. That's somebody the solar birth. The solar birth, all of the same shit. Everybody talking about the sun. The swastika. I already know that bitch represent the sun, bro. While the museum played specified highlights of a man on a horse. Fuck a man on a horse, nigga. Interpretation of a particular Cherokee pattern. The broader symbol itself, often called the swastika from the Sanskrit, is well-being or the whirling law is very native tradition frequently represents the sun and fire. She represent the sun, bro. The sun representation, bro. Because it is deepest. So life and said movement. Life and represented four seasons in the four corner direction of continuous cycle of life and nature. This is swastika. I don't know why I jumped off said it. But I'm showing you the swastika though. Because it's a deeply sacred symbol of life, light, and good fortune. Many Native American artists continue to weave or stamp into their art to preserve its true positive meaning even after it was co-opted in Europe. Yeah, about them goddamn Germans. Just start some more war and fuck shit. Let's go. Yes, the direction, the four right angles face traditionally. I said when they go one way, it means one thing. When they go the other way, it means something else, don't it?
Don't a Gemini? I know it do. Yes, the direction of four right angles face traditionally changes the meaning of the energy of the symbols across different cultures, while the fundamental concept usually revolves around rotation of the four cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, huh? And that's the X, nigga. I'm trying to show y'all how this shit go. The orientation alters its interpretations clockwise, right facing Eastern tradition, such as Hinduism and Buddhism. What the fuck they talking about? This orientation represents the sunlight growth and the say, oh, say how they say, where they got that from? Where them Hindus and shit got that from? Buddhism, where them motherfucking non-medical, where them folk get this shit from? Showing where they got it from. The oldest bloodline on earth, the oldest humans, the only humans on this bitch for real. I ain't get into it though. Leftward, counterclockwise, it means some other shit. Counterclockwise, often called a swastika, is orientation typically represent the night cosmic inversion or inward. That means it's spinning inward into that seat of the soul, where your conscious lies. That's all they talking about, bro. All this shit gonna go right back to the damn sun, bro. I don't know why y'all just don't jump up off all that bullshit and just gonna get our shit back. The sun is our sovereignty, nigga. That's our God, nigga. In real life, the concept that the symbol ultimately derived from the sun is a core tenet of solar mythology and astrology and astrotheological, which argues that early human consciousness, language, and geometry were profoundly shaped by tracking celestial movements. What else they tracking? So if they tracking the celestial movements, that means the stars are rotating above your head. The wandering stars, that's what a planet is. That's what a planet is. Moving stars. They tracking the celestial. That means the stars is moving, not you. Not you flat stationary plane. Not you globe head ass niggas. They tracking the movement of the stars, nigga. You ain't they are is, nigga. The fuck you gonna be moving in one direction and start moving in another direction? You gonna be tracking this mother. How the fuck you gonna track it, nigga? From this perspective, the sun is the primary source of light, life, and perception, making it the ultimate archetype for knowledge itself. Here's how the idea connects the ancient symbolism, the ultimate source, because the sun makes the physical world visible. Ancient philosophies frequently equate physical light with spiritual and intellectual enlightenment that comes from the sun, nigga. Y'all nigga crazy for this shit ain't hard, bro. This all they hide from you is your God. Then they get y'all so petrified and fucked up and also what fuck shit, y'all nigga can't even see your divinity, bro. They did what the fuck they done did, bro. Geometric foundation, the tracking of the sun creates the most fundamental symbols used across cultures. The circle, the sun itself, the circle, the sun itself, the circle, the sun itself. The circle will always represent that sun, bro. The perfect light, bro. The cross, the four cardinal points of solstice and equinoxes. That's all this shit is, bro. Look at this motherfucker. I want y'all to see this bullshit coming up right here. The center of all things. Esoteric traditions and symbols featuring the center point of a nucleus and a radius lines viewed with a microscope. Anyway, I ain't gotta tell y'all. Check this shit out. Look at this motherfucker up. This Chinese motherfucker right here. He over here all down here. Y'all down here in goddamn Muskogee land with a white man on his neck. See how the east side work? See how that work? He's supposed to be some kind of goddamn big chief type nigga that's supposed to be a motherfucking native to the land. Old China boy looking ass nigga with a white man on his neck. Man, shit crazy. I just be tripping off this shit. Yes, in terms of cultural and linguistic continuity in the southeastern United States, the Yuchi are considered one of the oldest distinct. Y'all be making up big stink, bro. Oh, distinct. Okay, I was just gonna say distinct ethnic groups because the Yuchi language is a linguistic isolate. Nobody ain't got that language no more, but it overlaps some shit. It overlapped the Mississippi culture. Huh? Them our ancestors, but they ain't left no traditions mouth to ear like they talking about they had mouth to ear tradition. It did not branch off from larger regional language families like Scotia. Okay, so where it come from? So this the origin. This the origin. This the cutoff point of where they finna disconnect you from your bloodline, bro. Send their ass packing to Oklahoma some motherfucking well. But this bloodline come right down from this Mississippi and this southeastern part of America, bro. And these the oldest people on earth, bro. The oldest rock and the oldest motherfucking humans come from this west side over here, bro. And fuck the ones that's in the northwest, bro. Cause the sun don't like them. We tracking the path of the sun from east to west, and it don't fuck with nothing north. Nothing north. Nothing north. The sun don't even shine north, bro. That's why they had to create that fucking pole and use the sun to do so. They used the melanated disc out of the sun to make up some shit called magnetic rock and magnetic pole with magnetism and point compasses certain ways and all that shit. They knew that shit was fake when they were making it. That's the New World Order. That's the beginning of the New World Order when they start creating that North Pole and all that dumb shit. Y'all listen to them Greeks that's writing you out your shit. They're speaking for the sun for you. The sun don't do all that. The sun don't talk to them folks. Deep regional roots. Their language is isolated. Their language is isolated strongly suggests that the Yuchi, Sayal, occupied the southeast long before migrations of any major groups. I'm talking about any other tribes, any other motherfucking melanated people. That's what they saying. These the oldest motherfuckers they found over here. So them the oldest people, them the oldest humans on earth. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. And then they try to goddamn connect them. Then they try to connect them to Angola about through the Gola. They try to connect the Gola shit. Oh, ain't nobody in Angola goddamn fucking with the sun. They got an imaginary god. The sun just another says something to do over there. But see over here, yeah, we respect the sun like a motherfucker. Stand to that bitch. Hey, I said, bitch, I'm human. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that nigga can't be divine. He talk crazy. I just fuck what you talking about. Fuck what you talking about. Huh? They ain't call themselves the shit mean. What it mean? Remember, it's a much older culture. Straight. What it mean? The children of the sun. Tradition. Didn't I tell y'all was children of the sun? You're a child of the sun before you're a child of the corn. You're children of the corn too. The children of the corn. The children of the sun. The sun is his own father. Their own rebirth. We do all that shit. Then he goddamn make love to this Mother Earth that y'all trying to say is a ball of water. Mother Earth is the terrain, bro, that holds the water. The water got to be contained by Mother Earth. And that's when life forms rise up out of the primordial waters. And that's how the ancients say we got here. Is it the truth? I don't know. I wasn't there. But that's the story. That's what the ancients was on. The ones that were doing things by nature before the sun started getting disrespected. You got natural and unnatural. You got old world and new world, bro. Y'all can take y'all choice. I'm rocking with nature, bro. I'm rocking with being separate from my mama umbilical cord from the primordial waters. I'm rocking like that. I'm rocking with what's good, nigga. Show them how things used to be before interference. I'm rocking with the old shit, how it used to be before interference, before I was enslaved, before all this bitch shit, all this war shit come along. I'm rocking with that. I ain't selling that. Sell my CDs out my trunk, fuck you. Yo, I'm gonna get it like that. The children of the sun. This the Yuchi. This the oldest motherfucker you can find in the Western world. The Yuchi. And they telling you, the children of the sun. Linguistic survivors, while their later adopted Mississippian culture adopted trace and eventually allied with the Muskogee. We ain't got to get the Muskogee. We're going to stay on the Yuchi. They overlapped the Mississippians and ain't passed nothing down to them. They ain't teach them how to say, go fish. They ain't teach them how to say son, child, daughter, mother. They ain't learned no words from the Yuchi. Man, bitch, shut the fuck up. You mean to tell me folks ain't passed no oral traditions down to that goddamn children, bro? Your ancestors ain't passed us nothing down? No, cause y'all say they did. Man, fuck y'all. Y'all got a nigga fucked up. Ain't no motherfucker. Then they got the Mound and the Bantu over there in Angola and trying to tie them to the motherfucking Gullahs and the goddamn and the Yuchi. But they got some other kind of deity they worship beside the sun. The sun ain't top source over there. So that ain't us. That ain't the same culture. Once you disrespect the sun, you ain't none of us. You ain't the same culture. You don't respect agriculture. You don't respect nature. You don't respect the fields, the crops. You don't respect the snake gardening the crops. No, the snake become evil and then he turn to a dragon, but you love the dragon. No, the dragon don't even exist, but you follow the dragon. Y'all nigga crazy as fuck, bro. Y'all nigga crazy as fuck, bro. Yes, absolutely. The ancestral Yuchi and Muskogee chiefs operated within a shared Mississippian cosmology framework where the sun was the supreme deity. And the chief was viewed as the sun's earthly representative or direct descendant of the sun. What? Why y'all don't like the sun, bro? Why y'all don't respect the sun, bro? Oh, cause it's an imaginary animism or some shit them Japanese talking about, and them up in them caves, up in them fake ass synagogues up there, write you out your shit and come on down Jacob's ladder. A nigga that supposed to came faith to favor God with no pineal gland, and now he got some steps to reach all the way up to the heavens. He ain't got no platform. He esoterically go all the way up to the goddamn heavens. And they step down out of your rage and come down here and kill every Negro bloodline and separate me and disconnect you from your motherfucking bloodlines, take your motherfucking identities, take your land and everything else, and you still talking about what the fuck they say. They don't say shit. They can't tell Tiger shit. Now the motherfucker done did all this shit to me. They did it to my ancestors. They did it to me. Shit, they can't tell me shit. I don't listen. And then they talking about, bro, I go get this shit myself. The sacred platforms. We standing on platform. Jacob that came down out the mountain, this motherfucker, they done wrote esoterically. This bitch that goddamn go all the way to heavens on his goddamn pyramid. His pyramid reached to the fucking heavens. And talk to an imaginary God that y'all following, and y'all ain't gonna never see this nigga with the sun in your face, lighting this bitch up every day. That shit crazy to me. That shit crazy to me. Yes, absolutely. The ancestral Yuchi and the Muskogee chiefs operated with a shared Mississippian cosmology framework where the sun was the supreme deity, nigga. And they stand to that sun coming up from that east like you're supposed to. Like you're supposed to. Huh? The flat top earth background served as the literal and symbolic stage. The chief as solar intermediary. The Yuchi called themselves the Soyoa, which translates to children of the sun, or offsprings of the sun. Their highest chief, much like the great sun of the related Mississippian Natchez traditions, used the elevation of the platform rounds to physically elevate themselves. Watch this. Watch this what I be telling y'all, bro. Watch this. To physically elevate themselves above common population to get closer to the sky. Just like that hawk. Fly closest to the sun. That's where the Hawkeye come from. And the Hawkeye represent both sides of your brain. So this shit is science. This shit is deep science, bro. You split your motherfucking brain in half, you got Haru's left and right eye. You got both of the Hawkeyes. It's the seat of the soul, bro. This shit deep though. Shit deep though. Hmm. Chief would ascend. And he said, look at him. Greeting the sun every morning, the chief will ascend the steep ramp of the platform mile to face east. As the sun rose, the chief will greet the solar ancestor with prayers. Guess what does it do? Hit that hawk like 3 times. Whoa, whoa, hit that shit like 3 times in the sun. Then he got a feather on his arm. He wave his feather in the direction the sun gonna cross the path of the sun from east to west. And see, that's gonna become your equator. The path of the sun becomes their equator. Coming up out the mountains with that goddamn North Pole bitch shit. Bitch ain't no motherfucking North Pole. You ain't found that bitch to this day. But now you got 1,500 magnetic north trying to still confuse a bitch. You ain't found the first North Pole yet because it's a goddamn fake. Because you were talking about the sun disk. You were talking about the melanated sun disk inside that sun. And you deem God down to the earth as a magnetic motherfucking rock. And deem God down to the earth forever while you sit up and write books and speak for God, bitch. That's what the fuck going on right now. That's what the fuck going on. I'm just dropping. I'm just telling you. I'm gonna keep telling you niggas. Yep, I'm gonna keep telling you niggas. Face the east as the sun rose. The chief would greet their solar ancestor with prayers, rituals, and smoke offerings, symbolically ensuring that the cosmic order was maintained and that the light would bring life and fertility to the crops below. The crops? What crops? Oh, we been eating over him. Oh, we ain't never been no cannibal. We ain't never ate each other up and shit. We been at the crops. What crops? Agriculture, corn, medicines, fruits, vegetables, nuts. Oh, we been eating over here. Oh, okay. Oh, we been eating good. But when you come with the war shit, now you making laws saying we eating each other up. And they give you the right to come take our agricultural lands. And you come from up out of them goddamn mountains. Well, God don't even fuck with you niggas. God don't fuck with you niggas, man. God don't fuck with you niggas. They ain't shed no light in the north, nigga. Straight up. I'm just showing y'all this shit. The sacred fire top of the mountain stood the chief's residence and temple, which housed the continuous sacred fire. The fire was viewed as the earthly extension of the sun itself, but the sun itself tended strictly by the religious elite. Through the platform rituals and the ancient leaders of the Yuchi and the Moscovian lineage reinforced their divine right to rule by visually aligning themselves with the sun's daily journey across the sky. What is daily journey? East, from the east over here to the west. Yo, Africa considered to be the south when you make the X. See, when you draw that diagonal line from east to west, and you come back and hit cross that X, that will make Africa the southeast. See, and then you got the northwest, but we ain't fucking with the east or the north. We the west, cause everything else against a nigga, bro. Everything else against a nigga, bro. The whole world against you, bro. They done did everything they can for us not to figure this shit out. They done did everything in their power and still doing everything in their power to keep our children. And y'all gotta teach them, baby, bro. The only way we gonna get up out this shit, them youngsters gotta goddamn put them switches on their head, my nigga. It's hilarious. I'm just showing you it's hilarious. This is where they get polarious from. It was solarious, nigga. It wasn't no pole. It's solarious, solar. Just showing y'all. See, hold on, let's see something about some drag. 1982 animated film, The Flight of Dragon. See what I'm saying? Come with that dragon shit. They just replace the snake with the snake, but he gonna protect the golden apples in the constellation of the Draco and take off. Man, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no such thing as dragon. We ain't studying that shit. The ancient mythological alternative history and the cosmological concept of a solar child and solar birth represent the cyclical rejuvenation of the sun, fertility, and the cosmic order. Here's how the terms break down across different traditions. The solar child. The solar child is a universal mythological archetype representing the sun reborn at dawn, or during the winter solstice, symbolizing innocent triumphs Innocence triumphs over darkness, huh? And internal renewal. The whole thing talking about the Son himself. The Son be rebirth. He the Father, the Son. He the birth. He the resurrection. He do all this shit on his own, bro. He don't need no help from no deities. He don't need none of these mythological stories. He don't need none of this shit. He don't need no help from nowhere. The truth don't need no help. And the Son, the truth. The truth don't need no help. When he wink, when he blink, when he wink, when he blink, that's when this bitch gonna be over with. Until then, nigga, you can't tell me how that Son got there. The ancients can't even tell me how he got there. All they can do is track it path and goddamn try to put it in a story and try to make you understand where they coming from. But the difference is the respect and disrespect of the Son and the The respect and disrespect of nature, that's the difference. And once they disrespect that Son and go trying to talk because all that bullshit, hey, y'all gonna jump, y'all want y'all gone over that move over the goddamn Israel or something. Y'all niggas in the way, bro. Y'all niggas in the way, bro. Ancient Egypt, the most prominent source of the archetype, the son of God, Ra, was believed to actually, now they finna put a baby on it. Now they finna put a baby on it. The rebirth, because you know birth comes with babies, so now they can add babies to the story. The son rebirth his motherfucking self. Ain't no baby. The son rebirth his motherfucking self when he comes back into your view from the east. See that? And then he comes across run his path, we're gonna become the equator and sets in the west. And once he gone on out of your view, he ain't coming down. He going below the horizon line. The horizon line is the line of the water. The flat line of the water, that's the horizontal line, that's the horizon. And when he disappear below the horizontal, that's what the ancients consider to be the underworld. Huh? That's when they come up with Nut, going into Nut's mouth, and she represents the heaven with the stars in her body. He travels through her body that night, and then he come back and be reborn again. It's the same son. Ain't no baby. It's the same son being rebirthed again and 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 again. The same son. Dumbass niggas. Fuck y'all niggas talking about, bro. Fuck out of here. Solar child, the esoteric tradition, Kabbalah, Path 19 of the Tree of Life. The astrologer solar child represent the person aligned with the energy of the sun, symbolizing vitality, pure creative expression, spiritual innocence, and charisma. It can also refer to mythological figures and deities also associated with the birth of the sun or light. Ain't no child. We ain't got to talk about the present day child, cause niggas getting their feelings. Ain't no root, ain't no child. All this shit's a mythological story about one source, the sun. I appreciate nobody listening. I needs no views. I just come to get it off my chest. I'm gonna pop this shit. I'm gonna go back and run this shit like I wanna run it, nigga, cause that's what I do. Solar birth. The term is most commonly used in astronomy and astrophysics to describe the physical formation and origins of our sun. And the solar system formed a molecular cloud billions of years ago, often studied via meteorites and solar, man, fuck meteorite, and solar radio, what does it say? Radionuclides. In astrology, it can also refer to the solar return. The solar return, what solar return? Everything's solar. Everything's talking about the sun. Even when truth was talking about the 9 it needs. Each one of them just represented the sun as they went. Every last one of them, the solar boat. What you think the solar boat is? The sun. They following the sun. Shit crazy. The sun, the solar system, and the credibility astrology can also refer to the solar return, which is the exact moment the sun returned to the same position it was in at the time of a person's birth. The astrological birthday. Now this right here, this one I want to show y'all. Now they said Atlanteans is fake as shit. Then they say they real and shit. But I don't give a fuck. You to my Negroes from the West. I don't give a fuck what you call them. Try to say alien. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. They said the same tech diffusion. That's the Yuchi. So the Yuchi is the Atlanteans, huh? But the Yuchi had to have contact with them. They got the same type motherfucking weaponry. What? You said the Yuchi. And that, I told you, that shit over there in Britain, that first motherfucking recorded eclipse on stone, you think them motherfucking white folk did that shit? That's the Atlantean shit right there. Or if they don't want to call them Atlantean, you can call them Mississippian, you can call them Yuchi, just call them niggas. Yeah, cause we them niggas. Southeast, that's us. That's the bloodline. That's where the fuck come from, nigga. The Atlanta and tech diffusion. The Atlanta spirit throwers allow ancient hunters to achieve incredible velocity, but I ain't get the right screenshot right there, bro. I fucked up because that bitch ain't gonna say it no more. I gotta make that bitch say it again. Cause this the connection between the Yuchi and the Atlanteans. This was their connection, this their parallel. They use the same type velocity, distance, and alternate and alternative history frameworks such as those popularized by the Ignatius, Donley, and modern alternative cartography. Earthwork researchers, the rapid, widespread appearance of advanced tools like the Atlanta, and complex earthwork geometry across Americas is sometimes attributed cultural diffusion from a highly advanced Central Atlantic civilization rather than independent local innovation. I ain't get the right screenshot right there, but this was their connection to the so-called Atlanteans, the Yuchi. Man, these folks the oldest bloodline on the earth. This your bloodline right here. Follow your bloodline. Your bloodline knew that melanated disc was inside that sun. And they knew that would grow them crops. Can't grow no crops without that sun. And that's what they respected. No matter what kind of story, what kind of animals they put into place to explain what they was talking about, they respected the sun. And once that shit hit over there in Angola trying to connect us to them Africans, first thing they do is denounce the sun and say it's some other supreme deity that they worship other than the sun. And once they do that, that ain't us. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Truth don't need no help. Man, ain't gonna never be broke before. The sun don't need no help. They don't need no help. All you gotta do is point over there and say that whole life right there. Get to studying.